Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and Miss Medrielle is back in Dunland, and she needs to talk to Saradin.
Halbarod told me his decision, and I will not speak against it.
Halbarad told me his decision, and I will not speak against it. But I will miss you, Medrielle, and I wish you might still travel with us. I know Erebrandir feels the same way. He has not forgotten the farrier who crafted him a new shoe in Holland, nor the high elf who saved the farrier. You have a skill beyond strength of arms, or the reach of knowledge, Medrielle. You find friends wherever you tread, and where they cannot be found, you make them with kindness and generosity. Halberd does not realize how close he came to spending the rest of his days in the prison caves of Turmorva, but I do. Consider this, my friend, and do not forget Prince Theodred was at this camp for days before you escaped from Isengard and held counsel with me, but he did not move to rescue my kin until he spoke with you. Nay, do not console me. I am not ashamed. Your ability to rally people to your side is yours alone, and it is a power you must not forget. It has saved many lives already, and I know it will again. So we have our choice between a Worn Ranger's tunic or a fine gray company tunic. I'll be honest, I'm going to pick with the fine gray company tunic, which is what they're wearing. It's going to be this outfit. I don't know what the other one looks like, but, well, I like that
You do
one.
not need me to tell you these things.
You do not need me to tell you these things. You have seen within the ring of Isengard, and escaped to tell the tale. You will be of great help to Prince Theodred. I do not doubt it. I saw Coronir down the path to the northwest not long ago. You should find him and bid him farewell. So we have to say goodbye to the Grey Company, because we won't be going with them. Sad face.
You are leaving us now. How can this be Halbarod's decision?
Coronir stares at his feet for a short moment before he meets your gaze again. I suppose the Prince of Rohan has need of you. I cannot blame Halberd for wanting you to help hold the fords of the Isen. I think your tale of the army Saruman is preparing within Isengard shook him deeply, and if that crossing is lost, then the kingdom of Rohan will surely follow. We have been through a great deal, Medrielle, have we not? It seemed we would stay within the musty library of Zudragund with Nor and Friskir for the rest of our days, did it not? Even thinking now of climbing up to North Peak makes my legs ache. I want you to have these spare boots of mine, in memory of our time spent in that high place.
I am worried about Galadir.
I'm worried about Galadir, Medrielle. He endured much in the depths of Carndum, as you know, and he will never truly forgive himself for Lorniel's death. But this journey has done much to relieve some of his hurt. I think it is simply this. He has a purpose again. There is work to be done, and until we find Aragorn, as we are sworn to do, it remains unfinished. But our captivity in the prison caves changed something within Galadir. There is a dangerous glimmer in his eye that I have not seen before. It worries me, Medrielle. I am afraid for him. We were speaking not long ago, just to the west, but my heart was troubled, and I left him there. Will you seek him out and see if my worries are for naught? I hope they are. My mother always said I worried enough for the whole family, but the dangers through which we have come, and to which we ride, deserve even more of worry than I can manage. Oh. I mean, after everything Galadir has been through, it is probably wise to worry about the state of his mind.
It may be Halbarod's decision, but I would not leave even if he ordered me home again.
You are leaving us, Medrielle. It may be Halbarad's decision, but I would not leave even if he ordered me home again. He looks up at you, and you do see a hint of the hardness in his eyes that so upset Coronir. There are matters still left undone here. The cowards who slink in the caves between Talmathedra still live. They spoke to us as friends, gave us shelter, took the sweat from our brows, and repaid us with treachery. I will repay them in kind. My lost brethren and my lost friends demand this of me. Luke Brennan? You jest, Medrielle. He's a fat man whose courage depends on 100 of his people at his back. I have faced the evil of Mordred. He is gone, and I still live. Luke Brennan is nothing compared to Mordred.
I thought you would come with me to take vengeance on Luke Brennan.
I thought you would come with me to take vengeance upon Luke Brennan, Medrielle, but it seems your road lies elsewhere. I am sorry you will not be there. I know you would gladly join me if urgent matters did not drive you elsewhere. Galadir does not seem to be listening to you. He gestures to the south, in the direction of the Tree of Tribute. Calenglad is over that way if you wish to bid farewell to him. It feels like he has been staring at that tree for hours. What, Calenglad?
Are we anything more than the flickering of a candle in the gale to something so ancient?
How long do you think this tree has been growing here, Medrielle? It must be so old and have seen so much. Are we anything more than the flickering of candle in this gale to something so ancient? Would it even notice if we left this place and never returned? Calenglad looks weary, and his face is more lined than you remember. You are leaving us to aid Theodred. It is no surprise to me. I overheard Halberud and Saradin discussing courses of action, and it seemed likely. I wish our paths did not diverge, but it seems they must, Medrielle. We all have too many duties in this world.
I am sure Theodred will find a use for you at the fords of the Isen.
I am sure Theodred will find a use for you at the fords of the Isen, Medrielle. That is a crucial crossing, and it must be held against the forces of Saruman at any cost. We have seen the danger posed by the Dunland clans, and the army of orcs you beheld within Isengard sounds considerable size. Neither of these forces must cross the river Isen. Calenglad's bleak expression is lightened by a wry smile. You should say goodbye to Radnir. If you do not, we would never hear the end of it. He is east of here, I believe, on the path. So let's see. We have... four of the pieces so far. Excuse me. Bird, get out of my face. Thanks. And I might as well get rid of you too while I'm at it. Why are you laying in the road? Dude.
That is the way of it, is it not? We go where we are needed.
Sit with me a moment, Medrielle. I know you're leaving us, and that Theodred has need of you at the fords. That is the way of it, is it not? We go where we are needed. The Grey Company owes its freedom to you, and to the Prince of Rohan, and this is how Halberud seeks to repay the debt to Theodred. Perhaps he thinks our debt to you is too deep to repay so easily? Radnir raises an eyebrow and subjects you to close scrutiny. Once this is all over, if such a thing is possible, you and I will meet at some tavern in some peaceful land, and I will buy you a drink, and you will buy me 3, and we will remember this day and laugh at our cares. He looks back at the Tree of Tribute and seems to decide something. I think Calenglad is wrong. I think it's just a tree.
Prestadir will want to say farewell to you before you leave us.
Prestadir is up by the camp northeast of here. He will want to say goodbye to you before you leave us. Yeah, y'all not making it any easier to leave, y'all. You're making me feel sadder.
Be well on the road, and give your courage to Theodred.
I heard it was time for you to leave us, Medrielle. Be well on the road, and give your courage to Theodred as you gave it to us. If you have the opportunity to rescue Lothrandir from the clutches of Saruman, I hope you will take it. It is not right for us to abandon him to the enemy. I know it does not look good for him, but there is always hope. You escaped from the pits of Isengard, and Lothrandir is made of stern stuff as well. I regret that we did not have the opportunity to speak more before this parting, my friend. Perhaps our paths will cross again in happier days.
Stay safe on the road, my friend.
Stay safe on the road, my friend. We will see each other again. Halberd wanted to see you once you had made your farewells. He is somewhere within the camp. You should return to him and prepare to depart. I hope we see each other again, Presto dear. Do try not to die. Thank you. Too many of y'all have a bad habit of doing that.
It has been an honor to travel with you. The Grey Company owes you much, and more.
I am not one for long farewells, my friend. Know that you are one of us, what ties not of blood, but rather strengthened by blood, the blood of our foes. Our roads entwined thus far, and may do so again, but for now, it is the time of leave-taking. Medrielle, it has been an honor to travel with you. The Grey Company owes you much, and more.
I understand Prince Theodred's men have established a camp in the Heathfells.
I understand Prince Theodred's men have established a camp in the Heathfells, far to the south, at the fords of the river Isen. While the prince has been scouting in the Gravenwood, leadership of the camp fell to his second, a man named Grimbold. Travel south to the camp and tell Grimbold you have come to help. And they gave us all manner of stuff.
Welcome and well met, my
Don't
friend.
need to upgrade anything.
Greetings.
Greetings. Anything else to sell? That'll do for the moment. Wait, no, there's one more thing in here. Now, you know, as cute as that is, I don't actually see myself ever using it. So, we can take a look at what this Grey Company cosmetic set we just got looks like. Maybe without the wings on our back. Oh, that's right. There's a cape. Or cloak. So, that is the Grey Company cosmetics that we just got. We'll keep what we're wearing, but, yeah. That is what they just gave us. Nice parting gift. Now we can truly be one of them. So we need to head out to the Gap of Rohan. We are here. Let's go out that way. Nope. Time to take the worsty out for a ride. Which way are we going? Maybe I should actually be paying attention to the road, though. Think need to be going this way. Yep. Alright. Now that we know where we're going. Let's see. Can we fight here? Nope, cannot perform mounted skill here. So, You cannot do mounted combat outside of Rohan, apparently. I thought we used to be able to, but maybe not. Not that it matters. These things are definitely not going to catch a worse state. They can barely catch a regular state. Well, the only reason that bird managed to hit the worst steed was because it was right next to it. We're now entering the Isengard. Ooh. Little bit of laggy lag there. And we have found fourth friend.
Welcome, my friend.
Wait. I think we have a quest to turn in here at fourth friend. Aragorn is at fourth friend in the Isengard. Well, we might as well at least turn that in here.
Time is short.
You've come from Leopold. This is grim news you bring, but not unexpected. The enemy is already upon us. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll come back to deal with whatever's going on here. For now, I have a more important place to be. And which way do I have to go for that? Looks like I have to go through the camp. No, I have to go around it. This is where I have to be. Wait. Yeah, I have to go this way. Oh, excited. We got that. Message delivered. Ouch. Oh. Fine. Y'all can have it. Die, fool. Nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna piss everybody off on the way by. Because this horse steed definitely has more health than a regular horse. They're not gonna kill it quite as easily. And here we are. Grimbold's camp.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
So we need to find Grimbold. And that's Grimbold right here. Like your armor, dude. Dang, where can I get a set?
Theodred has come back to us from his study of the Dunland clans.
Theodred has returned to us from his study of the Dunland clans, and his news is worrying. He tells me you are the high elf who escaped from Isengard and spoke of the army you saw being trained. We will need your help if we were to hold this crossing against Saruman. He commands both Dunlandings and Orcs, and we must keep all of them on this side of the river, out of Rohan. Familiarize yourself with the situation here, friend. Find the map table southeast of here in the camp to see where we plan the movements of our forces. I would also like you to speak with Trumbald on the road north of the camp to learn what he has seen there today. Speak also to Since then, Theodred's esquire on the western bank of the Isen, south of here. He has been running messages back and forth across the fort as needed. Once you have done these things, find Theodred somewhere in the camp. He has reacquainted himself with the situation here as well. What else do you got? Medrielle, I have heard many dark tidings regarding the purposes and plans of Saruman the White. Long has he been a friend to the Rohirrim, and even now he holds much sway in the Golden Hall, but I cannot allay my fears any longer. If Saruman has indeed turned against us and allies himself with the likes of the Dunlandings and even orcs and goblins, then we must know. Yet I am bound by the strict command of Theoden King not to trespass upon the Vale of Nan Coronir to the north, where lies Isengard. Will you go in our stead and learn of the purpose and strength of Saruman, that we may know the depths of his treachery before it is too late? I think you will find a friend near the valley. First off, let's acquaint ourselves with the camp, shall we? This table is used by the Rohirrim to plan their strategy and movement. I'm assuming this is supposed to be Isengard. And this is supposed to be the path leading up to Isengard, I'm guessing. Sorry to stand on your table. I'll be going now. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, my reputation changed somewhere. Allied to the Grey Company. We've made ally with the Grey Company. We made 15 LOTRO points. So, Grey Company. So we need to work on making kindred with them. So his squire should be along here. I see him.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, Hill.
Theodred's esquire.
Hill, you must be Medrielle. I am since then, and I am the prince's esquire. I help him with his armor and his steed, and with anything else that needs doing. Right now, he has me bringing messages back and forth across the ford, getting the men on the other side organized for the defense of the bank. Someone has taken one of my bracers, and I think they have hidden it somewhere. It is their idea of a just, I suppose. Nay, do not bother looking for it. It will turn it up eventually. Talk to Trumbold on the road north of Grimbold's camp. Okay. So I need to talk to Trumbold. Got men here practicing their horseback skills. You must be Trumbold.
If Saruman does have an army, he's keeping it inside Isengard for now.
Things have been quiet on the road for several days now. If Saruman does have an army, he's keeping it inside Isengard for now. I think those might just be tales after all. Trumbold looks at you curiously. Were you really imprisoned by Saruman? There have been some arguments among the men about it. You nod and tell him briefly of your stay within the ring of Isengard and of your escape. His face falls at your tale. How many orcs did you say? By the hammer hand, he does have an army. Yep, he has an army. Just because you don't see it, don't assume it's not there. He's a wise and wily old man. He's not gonna just casually show his hand. If this was a game of poker, he would be a master. Prince Theodred.
I am devising a plan, and once all is ready, I want you to be a part of it.
I am glad you have come. I would have welcomed any of your ranger friends as well, but I understand that they have their own mission. I wish them well in it. Enough talk. It is time to strengthen my forces. They will have need of strength in the days to come.
We know that Saruman has a much larger force of Uruks than we do of men.
From what you have said, we know that Saruman has a much larger force of orcs than we do of men. Grimbold estimates that each one of us is worth at least 20 orcs, but he is from Grimslade, and the men of that place are not known for their mastery of numbers. I fear he underestimates the savagery of Saruman's forces. And then there are the hostile Dunland clans to consider. Athlard has gone to the Ayat in the middle of the river to train some of the men. They have seen less combat than others, and they have much to learn if they are to be of help during a real battle. Go to him and help train these youth. Alright. You want me to go whip some soldiers into shape? Or show them why they aren't whipped into shape? I can do that. Of course, I don't know how much training I'm going to do. They can't learn any of my skills.
These men need to be stronger. I need to make them stronger.
These men need to be stronger. We are the only defense between Saruman's evil and the people of Rohan. I need to make them stronger. Find a warrior and an archer to fight with them, Medrielle. Perhaps your example will teach them something. Teach them what? That they can't fight against a runekeeper?
If you believe you can best me in training, prove it is so.
I have been the victor in many competitions, Medrielle. Few can boast of a swift arrow or true. If you believe you can best me in training, prove it is so. Alright. You have helped strengthen the Rohirrim archer. Thank you for the training, friend. Dude, I hit you once and you yelled it.
I am ready to show you the strength of my arm.
I have sharpened my skills against many of my kinsmen. Let me now sharpen them further. Okay.
I am ready to show you the strength.
Come at me with everything you have. Is that really what you want me to do? You have bested me, friend. Thank you for the training. Again, I hit you once, and you ran off like a dog with your tail between your legs.
Well, what do you think of their abilities?
Well, what do you think of their ability? Are they made of stern enough stuff to stand against the forces of Saruman you beheld within Isengard? Athlard sighs heavily. They will have to do. You should find Rungar and help him with the training of his riders. He is just to the north of Grimbold's camp. They will have to do, he says. Because I think he's quite aware of what I'm aware of. They are not ready. The absolute only skill that we can use on our skill bar while we're outside of Rohan is the sudden stop.
My men are practicing a technique to help them fight from horseback.
My men are practicing a technique to help them fight from horseback, a technique that will snare their opponents. With careful aim, my men can ensnare their enemy's legs with a thrown net. It will then keep the foeman from attacking until our footmen can close the distance. Gather up the nets they have already thrown and bring them to me, Medrielle, and I will give them to new riders. This is something they must master if we are to be as effective as we must be. Well, at least that sounds somewhat useful. Although maybe you shouldn't let actual bad guys stand so close to your training grounds. Just saying.
Very good. Their skill throwing the nets is improving with each pass.
Once they have mastered it, we will be better prepared to face any unmounted foe that comes. Theodred will wish to see you. He is somewhere in the camp to the south, I expect. Tell my prince that the riders are becoming more skilled at the techniques he suggested, and that I have some craftsmen working on more nets. Alright. So, at least the horsemen seem to be progressing. The other guys? Cannon fodder. Unfortunately. I get the feeling a lot of them will die.
We need every man to be ready, for what I have in mind is dangerous.
Your news is welcome, my friend. We need every man to be ready, for what I have in mind is dangerous. But the reward, should we prevail, could be significant. If we wait until Saruman's army is ready, we cannot hope to hold the fort against him. We do not have the men. Your report of the size of Saruman's force has it much larger than I feared. If we could catch him before he's ready, we might strike such a blow that his force will be sent into disarray. He is wise, yes, and is the wise man not cautious. He will see that we have taken him by surprise, and he will retreat behind his walls, and he will continue to grow his army until he is certain we cannot oppose him. Every day that goes by is a day in our favor. The size of his army is of no account as long as it stays within Isengard. Let it stay there forever. We must make him uncertain enough of his success that he never moves it. That is my proposal. If you're still willing to help us, Grimbold has asked that you ride with him.
Prince Theodred's plan is a daring one, but there is wisdom in it.
He is like his father in this. He does not shy away from using his strength where it is necessary. I would like you by my side during this daring strike, Medrielle. We will plant the seed of doubt in Saruman's mind, and he may think twice before sending his army forth.
Prince Theodred's plans are set forth on the map table. We begin at dawn.
We will begin at dawn on the 25th. We will strike Saruman hard and fast and use his own caution against him. So long as he thinks his army is not ready to march and must remain behind the walls of Isengard, it will be of no threat to Rohan. Alright, so that is an instance, and one we will do next time. Until then, bye for now.